Hello everyone. So this is the next video that I'm making regarding the ongoing tariff war which is happening between India and USA. In the first video you already saw that there are certain, sectors I tried to explain, which are like it is lowest, which are the sector which are lowest impacted by this trade, like mobiles and semiconductor based, all the hardwares that we export to US. Those are not included in the tariffs. Then there are certain, textile and pharmaceuticals and services based companies which are not impacted by these trade wars. And now there is also one sector which is deeply affected by that, is it's the seafood sector of India, which generates right around like 60 to 70% of revenue from US. They are going to have a tough time in the upcoming like right now it is not being imposed. The tariffs are under under process right now, but after 21 days they will start to impose. So all the things which are right now on their process to US, to their export, are not being affected by any of these tariffs. So there are certain chemical companies also which are affected by this tariff wars. I would like to name you some names. For example, there is company called Naveen Fluorine, PI Industries, SRF, that are going to deeply affected by this tariff wars. Then there are some automotive hardware companies like Sona, BCW, Bharat Forge, which makes like the hardware automotive parts like car hard like the parts which are used in cars and bikes, all those hardware parts, that is also deeply affected by this tariff which are imposed by Donald Trump. Okay, so now I gave you the whole thing, like the whole summary of the sectors which are affected by the tariff wars. In textile, there are companies like Gokaldas, Wellspun Living, KPR Mills, then Indocount. Then there in chemical companies like Naveen Fluorine, PI Industries, SRF. Then in the automotive industry, there are companies like Sona, BCW, Bharat Forge. They are deeply affected by these tariffs. And now what you will see that, because after tariffs, if you might see the stock prices of all these companies. For example, if you'll see today, what is the date today? I think it is 6 August. If you'll go to the Grow or any of your trading demat account, you will see the price of Gokaldas has been decreased by 3 to 4% right after coming after this news. The that percentage, the share price of the Gokaldas has been decreased by 3.5%. If you'll go today on the Grow or any of your demat account which you're using, you will see that price is right now decreased by 3%. And now what are the most important things that are going to be affected in future as well, right? So the thing is that, the tariff that are being imposed by US on us was majorly because they were disappointed by the fact that, why the 35 to 40% of crude oil of India is being exported by from Russia. The reason was simple. We were getting discount each barrel. We were getting like 5 to 12, 30 to $35 of discount we were getting on each barrel. So we, till now, India, if you will see, post COVID, when the Russia Ukraine war started to happen, and the US and NATO and all the European unions, they started sanctioning Russia because of invading Ukraine. We got the advantage of that. What happened that after that, Russia started exporting the crude oil to India at a much more discounted price. And that is the reason why the US president was disappointed by this fact. And now, after 3 years, so from 2022 May, we started getting our oil imports at a very low prices. We were getting 30 to $35 discount on every barrel. After May 2025 till now, June 2025, May 2022 to June 2025, it has been more than 3 years. And there are reports which suggest that because of 30 to 35 to 40% of crude oil comes from, we export from Russia, India has saved more than $70 billion till now from in these 3 years, because 35 to 40% crude oil comes from Russia. So that was the reason, why the Donald Trump was disappointed by this fact, and then he tried to impose the taxes on the tariffs on us. And in the next video, I'm going to explain you that, even there was when he was giving his press conference yesterday, there was one reporter who asked him, which was a it was a constructive question he asked him, and he just didn't reply. So in the next video I will discuss about this. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. See you in the next video.